What's up guys, Guernsey here, bringing you another episode of our manager mode for Arsenal in FIFA 14. So the last time out we got ourselves a couple of really good wins, both last minute snatch and grabs against Borussia Dortmund, where we managed to come from behind 2-1 to win 3-2, and also again Cardiff City from 1-0 down managed to come from behind and get ourselves a 2-1 win. So that was both Champions League qualification secured and maintaining our position on top of the Premier League. So next up for us here is a game against Stoke City in the Capital One Cup. We're in the quarter-finals here, so the players can start getting a sniff of Wembley now. So I'm going to continue with our philosophy of using the squad players for this Capital One Cup competition. They've got us to here so far, so we're going to keep playing them no matter what. But obviously at the same time, we'd really like to try and get to the final now. We're within a couple of games of that final. Just before we start this video though, you might recall at the end of the last video, we actually had a message come in from Mikel Arteta. He wasn't too happy with the amount of playing time he's getting, even though we had been making an effort to try and give him games recently, because he had said he was unhappy. But he's basically asked us if he can be looked to to be sold in the January transfer window. So as a result of that, what I'm going to just do here is send a couple of my scouts out. Excuse me, just to have a look for maybe a potential midfielder here. So just going to change my instructions, remove that instruction, don't need centre back. So going to look for sort of someone that I want to be maybe potentially replacing. So we want them to be box to box. Pace is not essential. We want them to be what I'm kind of looking for now is, we've got Wilshere and Ramsey as more of those creative players, so I'm going to be looking for a strong box-to-box midfielder. Doesn't have to be that playmaker stuff, because we've obviously got those aplenty. So pretty good with the ball, box-to-box, and also strong as well. So I'll leave those in there, and obviously change this here to so not necessarily a defensive midfielder, but central midfielder. Maybe I'll keep changes and also do it as a defensive midfielder. Okay, so there's our two instructions there. So I'm just going to send scouts to some various countries. So we've got France, Spain, Italy, and let's send another one to Germany. Okay, so there we go. We'll see what they come up with whilst looking for those players. And what we'll do here is get on with our first match of the video, the Capital One Cup game against Stoke. So here we go. Just gonna make the changes here, as I mentioned earlier on. Okay, so here we go. Gone with a ring of changes here. Gone with Viviano in goal, Jenkinson, Wilshere, Sanya at the back, and midfield of Gnabry, Flamini, Diaby, Miachi, and Chamberlain. And up top we've got Rodriguez and Podolski. Okay, so that's fine. So we'll get this game on the way now. Okay, so here we go. Match the Emirates Capital One Cup against Stoke City. Quarterfinals here. Ring of changes, but really looking to get this win in order to advance to the next stage of the competition. It's a great free ball to Podolski. Oh, he's put it wide. Really good chance there early on. Ball over the top from Des Rodriguez to Podolski. And that is just wide. Flamini to Podolski. Turns and has a goal. Good smart finish there on the edge of the area from Podolski. Not a huge amount of power behind the shot, maybe question mark on the keeper, but it was a good ball into him from Flamini and a smart turn and hit early. And that is 1-0 to Arsenal. Ball into Chamberlain. Cuts back to Gnabry. Oh, that's just wide. And there we go, that's half time. So a very fast start to the game here with Podolski getting the goal inside the opening 10 minutes. Stoke then had a chance to respond almost immediately, and then Arsenal had a chance to double their lead. But the game kind of settled down a little bit after that. You see there's been 7 shots in the game, 6 for us, 1 for Stoke, 2 on target to their 1 on target. Possession reasonably even, but Arsenal slightly edging it, and pretty decent passing there, but could obviously be a little bit better. So yeah, not a bad first half. Obviously we've got ourselves a lead, which is the important thing. Just going to have a look here at the fitness levels. So yeah, Chamberlain and Podolski tiring a little because they did play actually our last game. So I'm just going to change them for Walcott and Giroud. So there we go, so changes there for the second half, and we'll get this going right now. So Walcott with the corner, and it's gone in. It's fallen to Rodriguez on the edge, and that's a shot from Woolshed, and another shot from Flamini. Keeper saved it, and it's an easy tap in there for Giroud. First to react to the shot, and a simple header there from only about 2 yards out. So they could never really get that corner clear. And after the shot from Flamini was saved by the keeper, Giroud first on the hand for his 6th of the season. 2-0 to Arsenal. It's a great ball through the middle. Oh, it's a good cut inside. And Stoke has got ball one back through Nzonzi. That was a great cut inside by Nzonzi. Great composure. The keeper spread himself, but Nzonzi is able to slide it in. Look at that. Great cut back on Sanyo as he's coming across. And composure to slot it past the keeper. So that's 2-1 to Giroud. Rodriguez. Great ball for Flamini. And saved by the keeper, Giroud. And 3-1 now to Arsenal. Another shot by Flamini. Another rebound for Giroud to tap in with his head. That's 2 for Giroud. Quite an impression he's made off the substitute bench, but element of luck in both of his goals. Decent saves by the keeper, but the header falling kindly to Giroud. And that all-important 2-goal cushion now should hopefully seal the deal for Arsenal. I'm just going to make myself the final substitution here going into the last 15. Who's looking the most tired? Gnabry looks the most tired, so I will bring him off for Rosicky. And then Rosicky can go into the forward central role. And Walcott can go out wide. Giroud. And there's a great ball in for Rodriguez. He's round the keeper. And 4-1 now to Arsenal. Great goal that. Good ball through. Perfect through pass there from Giroud. And Rodriguez able to nip in ahead of the keeper. Calmly round him. And puts it away. That is now 4-1 to Arsenal. Giroud. Rosicky. Back to Giroud, and he's bundled it home with a second attempt. It's a second half hat-trick there for Giroud, his 8th for the season. 90th minute, just to wrap up an emphatic win here for Arsenal. And we are going through to the semi-finals of the Capital One Cup. 5-1. And there we go, that's the full-time whistle. So, very, very convincing performance there from Arsenal. We rang the changes, did have a lot of squad players out, but never really troubled. It was a pretty open first half, couple of chances, but that second half, when we brought on Giroud and Walcott, the difference really told. Giroud grabbing himself a second half hat-trick and also providing the assist for Rodriguez to get himself a goal as well. So there you go, you can see there a couple of shots for Stoke and 17 attempts at goal in the end for Arsenal there. The 10 on target. 60% possession, 81% pass accuracy. So really did just absolutely boss that game. And we are now in the hat for the semi-final. So looks like Charlton are through to one side of the semi-final, along with Arsenal beating Southampton. And then the other games, it's going to be the winner of City Sheffield United, which you could only imagine will likely be City, almost certainly be City, and then we have Reading versus West Ham in the other quarter-final. Okay, so a couple of emails here. No luck in Germany. An update from Italy and an update from France. They found a player in France. Here, this Gianali Imbula. It's a central defensive midfielder, 21 years old. So let's. So he's recently arrived, so they're not going to sell him, unfortunately. Italy, 5 players in Italy. Kurtic, Pogba, Kevin Strootman, Juraj Kutka, and Michael Bradley. And obviously, very aware of the abilities of Paul Pogba, but I would imagine he's probably worth too much money in this game. But we'll so he's just recently arrived, so no. Kevin Strootman, he's recently arrived as well. Michael Bradley, I don't think really he's a bit too up. I did say 26, but we'll go with these two to start with and see what that comes up with. No luck in Germany. Okay, well, I'm not going to spend too much time on that just now because I want to get this second game done. But we will continue to look and have make adjustments as needed to make sure we can find ourselves the right player. So how are we actually in the? So we're guaranteed top spot here no matter what, which is good. So we can make some changes here if we need to. Let's just have a look at everyone. So everyone's fine fitness-wise. I think really, after that hat-trick performance, I've got to start Giroud. So Podolski's been doing well as well, so I'm going to go with Giroud and Podolski up top. Give Sal a bit of a rest on. Okay, so let's get this going and see if we can get ourselves a win just to round off this grouping style. So here we go then, final game of the Champions League against Marseille in the Stade Velodrome. So it'd be nice to try and get ourselves a win here just to round off the campaign in style. Also, it's important for us to make sure we try our best because that could affect the outcome of the group as well. So let's see how we get on. Ball over the top towards Giroud. Oh, what is that? After those 3 goals earlier in the midweek game from the Cup, I would have banked on him scoring there. Wilshere out wide to Cazorla. And it just took a little too long on the shot there and it's been blocked. But they've got themselves a corner. Cazorla again, and it's over the bar. Into Wilshere. One more to Walcott. He's hit it low. Good save by the keeper. It's fallen to Giroud and blocked again. Podolski. Giroud. Ramsey. Oh, he scuffed it wide. And that was the final chance there of the half. It's now half time. So early on in the half, Marseille were just keeping hold of the ball very well. Struggling to get it off them. I won't be surprised if they ahead of us on the possession, but the second half we really started coming back into it. That was a great chance Giroud early on, but we had a few other chances here as well, but the keeper stood tall or we've missed the target and it still remains 0-0 at the half. So yeah, we've had the 10 attempts at goal already, quite a lot of those obviously blocked, the 5 on target, slightly edged the possession. Like I said though, Marseille were very much in control of it in the first half of that half, but we came back into it a lot more and passing's been pretty good. So yeah, we're pretty happy with how things are going so far. Just need to try and find that breakthrough. Let's get this second half going now. Giroud, he's through on goal. Can he get there? Oh, great save by the keeper. Marseille walked through their defence way too easily there, and Szczesny making himself a good save. He turns in, and I stepped out far too early. And they've snuck in. Oh! Again, good play down the wing there from Marseille. And the run was in. And it was covered. I think Szczesny has it covered. Just going to make some substitutions here now, entering the last 20 minutes. See if we can do something to try and inspire a breakthrough. So there's confirmations. Good pass here. Ozil's through. Got to be a goal this time, and it is. Ozil, with 3 minutes to go, has slotted in the bottom corner. Great breakaway there from Arsenal. Calmly played through from Giroud. I think it was Giroud on the halfway line. And Ozil was never going to miss from there. And finally, Arsenal have got the breakthrough. It's 1-0. And there we go. It's the full-time whistle. So not quite the goal fest that we had in the last game. But obviously Marseille, much better opposition. And they defended well. They had a keeper who was really on fire in that game. But finally, in the last few minutes, Ozil was able to manage to find the breakthrough. And Arsenal have won the game 1-0. So you can see the stats there. We're slightly edged to possession still. Plenty of shots in the game. 13 for Arsenal, 3 for Marseille. 8 on target versus 2 on target. So it was a very good game. And we were able to get the win there. Even if it was very much a not a last minute, but a very late show. Okay, so there we go. We are now through to the next round of the Champions League. Back to the Premier League duty in the next video. I will leave this video here, and we will do a recap of all the positions and everything in the next video. If you've got any suggestions of which central midfielder I should be looking for, then obviously do let me know in the comments down below. We will review the scouting reports a bit more in depth later on. But any suggestions would be welcome. If you've liked this video, please like and subscribe. And thanks so much for watching. And until next time, I will catch you later.